Facebook friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Narissa and I have a special recipe to share with you guys today. This is an old-fashioned Texas sheet cake. The recipe is from my grandma and she makes this for every family get-together. It is everyone's favorite. And I'm actually making it for Thanksgiving. I think this is probably the first holiday where she just isn't gonna make it. She doesn't necessarily enjoy cooking that much anymore because she feels like she's second guessing herself, and she says she can't remember anything. She doesn't like to follow a recipe, so if she can't remember it from her head, then she second guesses herself. So I'm like, write all these recipes down, please. But anyway, this is a chocolate Texas sheet cake. She has made some vanilla versions before, but I'd love to share it with you guys. It's definitely one of my favorites and will be something that I make for the rest of my life. So let's get started. All right, so in my saucepan on the stove, I have 2 sticks of butter, and to that I'm going to add some cocoa powder and some water. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This time I am using Hershey's brand cocoa powder. I also have preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and I have also greased a large cookie sheet, including the sides, the bottom and the sides, that's important, and have it ready to go. So then I am adding 1 cup of water, and I'm going to whisk this all together and let it get hot and melt and bring it to a boil. All right, now that it is all melted down and combined and just bubbling around the edges, we are going to add that cocoa and butter and water mixture to a mixing bowl. Once we get that hot mixture into the mixing bowl, I'm going to add my paddle attachment to the KitchenAid. And at this point, we are going to add a sugar, flour, and salt mixture. I'm going to add the splash guard there. So I have already combined my flour and salt and sugar mixture. That is 2 cups of sugar, 2 cups of flour, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So you want to gradually add this dry mixture to your hot chocolate and get it mixed in well. All right, now that the flour and sugar and salt mixture, the dry mixture, is added to our chocolate mixture, I'm going to add 3 eggs one at a time. And you can see I should be breaking them into a bowl so that I can ensure I'm not accidentally adding some eggshell into this mixture, but I was being a little bit lazy. I didn't notice any eggshells, so hopefully no one else did either. All right, so I'm adding my last egg into the mixture, and I'm stirring well after each addition of the egg. Now I'm going to add sour cream. 1/2 cup of sour cream goes into this mixture, and again, mix it well. next thing we are going to add is baking soda. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda to this mixture, and that is the last ingredient before we add it to our pan. So, oh, I guess I did not already spray the pan, but I am going to spray the pan, the bottom and the sides and the edges. And then you want to pour your chocolate cake mixture into this sheet pan, just like that. And use your spatula to make sure you spread it out evenly. And this is going to go into the oven for 20 minutes. And again, we preheated the oven to 400 degrees. So bake this for 20 minutes. Now, while the cake is baking, you want to make your frosting. So the frosting needs to be ready to put onto the cake when it comes out of the oven. So I am adding 1 stick of butter, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, as well as 6 tablespoons of milk to a saucepan on the stove. So we want to melt the butter in the saucepan and bring everything together into a mixture until it starts to bubble. And then we are going to remove it from the heat. Alright, now that the second chocolate mixture is combined and melted together, we are going to add it back to our clean mixing bowl. And at this point, we are going to add approximately 4 cups of powdered sugar. The recipe comes in pounds, and I had my powdered sugar already in a different package. So 1 pound, I looked it up, equals 4 cups of powdered sugar. So you want to gradually beat in 4 cups of powdered sugar, and then you're going to beat in your vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You make your icing, don't forget to make a huge mess. That is definitely a criteria for making any type of powdered sugar icing. And also, don't forget to scrape down your bowls. So again, we're adding the vanilla, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and last but not least, 1 cup of chopped walnuts. This really makes the cake for me. I love the chopped walnuts. You can also use chopped pecans, whichever you prefer. But whatever you do, keep the nuts. I really think that it just takes this cake over the top. So you want to gently mix in your 1 cup of chopped walnuts. And at this point, your cake should be just about done. And as soon as it's done, when it's piping hot, pull it out of the oven and go ahead and pour your icing over the entire cake. Go ahead and use a spatula to get every bit out of the bowl because it is like liquid gold. It is so good. And then spread it all over the top of your cake. So this recipe is definitely a staple in my family, like we mentioned before. All right, this is the finished product. Oh, this is such a great cake. This is my grandma's old-fashioned Texas sheet cake, and the recipe says this is the ultimate chocolate brownie. Like I said, I hope you enjoy this video. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy my videos and would like to see more. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.